Dear students, welcome to the science class. In the last class, we are studying about the sound chapter. In that sound chapter, up to audible and inaudible sounds we have covered in the previous classes. That is nothing but audible sound which has the frequency from 20 Hz to the 20,000 Hz. So that in between that frequency we can hear the sound. In the same manner, if the sound which is producing the frequency of that sound is less than 20 Hz, it is an inaudible sound. In the same manner, if the frequency of that sound is more than 20,000 Hz, it is going to harm our ear. So it is also known as ultrasonic sound. Ultrasonic sound which has the frequency more than 20,000 Hz or more than 25,000 Hz. So that in that range we can hear the sound which can be hearable by our ears. In the same manner, in the last class only we discussed about the loudness as well as shrillness. So loudness depends on the amplitude, whereas shrillness depends on the frequency. And we also discussed about the different sounds with the different loudness. So in today's class, we have come to a last topic of this chapter. Right? Few last topics are remaining there. So we are going to discuss those topics in this today's class. So what are those topics? The first one is music and noise. Music and noise. So if you take the example of the sound which is coming from the instrument, musical instrument which is there in your school. Now the sound is pleasant one or is it unpleasant? Can our ear hear that sound? Yes, it can hear that sound. The sound which is coming from the musical instruments is pleasant one. Pleasant one. In the same way, let's take the example of the class. Your class, all of the students who are present in the class are talking continuously. So the sound which is coming from that class is pleasant one or unpleasant one? That will be pleasant one for the teacher. They are going to enjoy the sound which is coming from the students. Is it? No, they are not going to enjoy that type of sound. So the sound which is produced by the student together in a class is unpleasant to us, unpleasant to the teachers, unpleasant to hear that sound. So that this type of sound, that type of sound is nothing but that type of sound is noise. Whereas the sound which is coming from the musical instruments is what? It is the music. So in general, if you want to tell what is music and what is noise, music is nothing but which one is pleasant to hear. Which one is pleasant to hear? In the same manner, noise is nothing but noise is the sound which is unpleasant to hear. Which is unpleasant to hear. Example for the music sound which is coming from the musical instruments, right? The sound which is coming from the some of the birds, that one is pleasant one. The sound is coming from the flow of the water, that is also pleasant one. In the same manner, example for the noise, the sound which is coming from the factories, the sound which is coming from the automobiles, those are nothing but vehicles. In the same manner, the sound which is coming from the students who are present in the classroom. So those are the example of the noise. So what is music? What is music? Music is the sound which is pleasant to hear. Right? Music is the pleasant sound. Music is the sound which is pleasant to hear. The sound which is pleasant to hear is nothing but what? Music. In the same manner, noise is what? The sound which is unpleasant to hear is nothing but noise. The sound which is unpleasant to hear. Unpleasant to hear is noise. Is noise or noise? Depends on the pronunciation. It is noise. So example for this, the sound is coming from the musical instruments. Musical instrument sound. voice. Right? This is all about sound noise. Right? So next we are going to discuss about the noise pollution. We are going to discuss about the noise pollution. So what do you mean by noise pollution? What do you mean by noise pollution? If you remember about the air pollution, what do you mean by air pollution? Air pollution is nothing but there will be presence of unwanted gases like carbon dioxide, nitrogen oxide, right? Carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, some dust particles which are present in the air, which is not required by us, is nothing but what? It is the air pollution. It is the air pollution. That is nothing but excess amount of those gases. In the same manner, what is the noise pollution? What is the noise pollution? Noise pollution is nothing but it is the unwanted, unbearable, harmful sound which is produced in the atmosphere, which is produced in the surrounding, is nothing but what? It is the noise pollution. It is the noise pollution. So what is that noise pollution? The sound which is produced by the or which is present in the atmosphere in the form which is unwanted by our ears, unwanted by us, and it is unbearable as well as it is what? It is very louder. Those type of sound which is produced in the atmosphere, that type of pollution is nothing but what? It is the noise pollution. Right? So we can define noise pollution as presence of the excessive, unwanted, unbearable sound in the surroundings. So noise pollution is nothing but presence of unwanted, excessive and unbearable sound which is present in the surroundings, which is present in the surroundings. It is nothing but what? It is the noise pollution. Now what are the major factors which is contributing to the noise pollution? So if you take the example of the sound which is produced in the factories, the sound which is produced in the factories, is it pleasant? No. So the sound which is produced from the factories is the major factor for the noise pollution. First condition. Second condition, the sound which is produced by the automobiles or goods vehicles which are traveling on the road also are the major contributor to the sound pollution. Those are also major contributor to the sound pollution. In the same manner, the sound produced by the aircraft, the sound produced by the rocket, it is major contributor to the sound pollution. In the same manner, if you take the example of the crackers, explosions, right? The crackers and the bombs, those have the high explosion, they are going to produce high amount of sound. So those type of sound is also major contributor to the noise pollution. So these are the major factors which are going to pollute the noise. These are the major factors. Right? In the same manner, this noise pollution may lead to some health condition, some deterioration in the health condition. Right? You have to write the major factors one by one. Right? You have to write those things. I am going to provide a PDF file also, and you also write those things in your classroom book. In the same manner, we are going to discuss about what are the various conditions we are going to face because of the noise pollution. So if you take the example of the high sound, if the continuous production of the high sound is there, then we are not going to get any sleep. There will be lack of sleep. That lack of sleep condition is known as insomnia. It is known as insomnia. Right? This noise pollution may lead to the insomnia. It may lead to the insomnia. That is nothing but it is health related disorder which is caused by the continuous noise pollution. Now insomnia is nothing but it is the lack of sleep. We are not going to get any sleep if you are facing the insomnia condition. In the same manner, if you continuously hear the noise, or if you continuously hear the high sound, we are going to get, or we are in hypertension. We will be in hypertension. So that medical condition is also getting by the noise pollution only. Due to the hypertension, there will be high BP. High BP is caused by the hypertension tension, which is caused by the noise pollution. So what is the second condition here? It is the hypertension. It is the hypertension, that is nothing but high BP. Right. Next, what will be the third condition? Due to the continuous noise pollution, it may lead to the anxiety. It may be lead to the anxiety. That is nothing but we will be not in the stable condition too. We will be not in the stable condition to any activities. We can't do activities correctly due to the anxiety. Right? Why the anxiety is happening? It is due to the noise pollution. So it may be lead to the other condition, health related condition, that is nothing but anxiety. Right? Anxiety. If anxiety happens, if you take the example of yourself also, while studying or while writing anything or studying in the home, if there are continuous sound which is produced in your surroundings in the kitchen, is it possible that you are going to study where you are going to write where? No. Why? It is because of the anxiety. It is because of the anxiety which is making you unstable. Why it is happening? It is happening because of the noise pollution, which is noise which is produced in your homes due to the machines or due to the children or due to the equipment which are present in your home. For example, refrigerators, for example, washing machines, fans, televisions, loudspeakers, home theaters. Right? Those type of equipments are going to produce high amount of sound. So that just by that sound we are going to face this type of medical conditions. We are going to face this type of medical problems. Now last condition will be one. It may lead to the loss of hearing. It may lead to the loss of hearing. So then the final condition will be loss of hearing. How it is happening? Take the example of the drum. On that drum you are going to apply more amount of pressure. What will happen? Or force, we are going to apply the more amount of force on that drum so that it is going to produce large amount of sound. So when you apply the more amount of force on that drum, the upper membrane of that drum may be damaged. It may damaged or it may torn. It may be tear apart. Why? Due to the high energy which is provided by you on that membrane of that drum. In the same manner, if we continuously hear the high amount of sound, the louder sound, which has the high frequency, which has the high amplitude, that means they are excess in the energy. The amount of energy from which coming from the sound will be very high. If the amount of energy is very high, the vibrations which are happening there will be very high. If they are very high, what they are going to do to our ear? If the vibrations are too very high, if they come and hit our eardrum which is present inside our ear, if they hit the eardrum which is present inside our ear, the condition which happens to the membrane of the drum, that condition is again going to happen to our eardrum. So the membrane, how it tear apart, in the same manner our eardrums, the membrane of our eardrums are going to get damaged. If they get damaged, is it possible that we are going to hear the sound clearly? No, it is not possible. possible, so that we can't hear the sound clearly if the damage is occurred to our eardrums due to the high sound, high louder sound. It may be more than 80 decibel sound, so that sound is going to cause some medical conditions that also, which include loss of hearing also. Loss of hearing also. So these are the medical conditions which is due by the noise pollution. So this is about the noise pollution, how it is happening, and these are the points. These are the medical conditions which being led by the noise pollution. So in some cases, the loss of hearing will be by the birth only. By the birth only, that is another thing. By sound pollution, we can lose our hearing condition, hearing also. So up to this point, we discussed about the noise pollution as well as the problems which we are going to face by the noise pollution. So next, we are going to discuss how we can prevent the noise pollution. How we can suppress the noise pollution. It is not possible to get rid of the noise pollution. Noise will be produced everywhere. So it is not possible to neglect it. It is not possible to make it zero. But what we can do? We can suppress the effect of the noise. We can suppress the effect of the noise by some primitive or some preventive measures. Now we are going to discuss those things. We already discussed about that noise pollution may lead to some health conditions. Those are very, sometimes those will be severe ones. So we have to prevent those things. So we are going to prevent those things. We are going to prevent those things by taking the preventive measures to control the noise pollution. So what are those preventive measures? Now first of all, we are going to take the example of our home only. So that in our home we are going to use the TV, we are going to use the loudspeakers, we are going to use the radios, we are going to use the home theaters. So what we have to do? We have to use those things, but at very low volume. At very low volume, so that the sound which is produced by television as well as the speaker shouldn't harm our ears. If the sound which is coming from those things it is unhearable, if it is excessive, then it is going to harm our ears as well as indirectly it is going to may lead to some critical health condition. So that what I have to do here by using the home theaters as well as TV, that nothing but by using the speaker and TV set, that TV should be used at low value. Right? It should be used at low value. So that the sound which is coming from those TV or loudspeaker shouldn't harm our ears and shouldn't harm our health condition. So as possible, how much possible you are going to make, you are going to use the TV as well as speakers at very low values. Very low means it shouldn't be very low so that we can't hear those things. We should hear those things, but it shouldn't be more louder so that it shouldn't go to the noise pollution. The second first thing is this. Second, if we take the example of the vehicles, it is not possible to transport goods without vehicles. Is it possible in today's generation? It is not possible. For the transportation, we are going to use the automobiles, we are going to use the vehicles, we are going to use the aeroplanes, we are going to use the trains. It is not possible to nullify the usage of the transport vehicles, so that they are going to produce high sound only. So what we have to do? We have to prevent the effect of those things. How are we going to prevent those effects? By using the silencer device. By using the silencing device, high quality silencing device can be used to prevent the sound which is produced by those things. If you check the bike, it has the silencer. What is the work of silencer there? It is going to measure, or it is going to prevent the high amount of sound which is produced by the vehicles, by the machineries of those vehicles. So we can use the high quality silencer device. We can use the high quality silencing devices. High quality silencing devices on vehicles, automobiles, on vehicles, automobiles, so that the loudness of the sound which is produced by the vehicle will be less and it doesn't going to harm our ear. In the same manner, high quality device can be used in the jets, rockets, or aeroplanes, so that they doesn't produce high amount of sound. This is the second condition we can do to prevent the production of the high amount of sound. So in the same manner, the horn which are used in the vehicle shouldn't produce high amount of sound, right? If you check that in today's generation, the sound which is produced by the horn are unbearable. We can't hear that sound only. It is irritating sound which is coming from the bikes or which is coming from the big vehicles. So that what we can do here, we can change those horns to the horn which is producing the sound as well as which is bearable by ear and it is not harmful, not irritating. So that those horns can be exchanged with this smooth producing sound, the horn with smooth producing the sound. So that maybe the third condition we can do. The fourth condition what we can do, we can set up. Now we already know that industries are the major concern. Those are the major source of the noise pollution. So that we can set up the industries away from the residential area. We can't deny the fact that the noise which is going to be produced by the industry only. So what we can do, we can't nullify the effect of the sound which is produced by the industry. One thing we can do then, we can set up the industry away from the residential area. Now school is here. By side we can set up industry here? No. So that industry should be set up at a place that is vacant, that is not a residential area. So that may be the third condition to prevent the noise pollution. That is nothing but setting up industries away from the residential area. Setting up industries. Setting up industries away from the residential area. Away from residential area. Residential area. This is the fourth one. Now fifth one. Planting trees. Planting trees also can reduce the noise pollution. It can also reduce the noise pollution as well as it can reduce the air pollution. How it is going to reduce the noise pollution here? The trees which are present along the road or side by the road, the sound which is produced by the vehicles, that sound can be absorbed by the trees. The trees are going to absorb the sound by them. If they are absorbing that sound, the sound which is coming from the vehicles are not going outside only. Outside means if the road is present at our school is present here. If you plant the tree along the boundary or along the compound, the sound which is produced by the vehicles are not going to reach us. Why? The trees which are planted on the compound region or planted on the side by the road are going to absorb the sound which is coming from the vehicles. So they are planting of the trees also can reduce the what? It also can reduce the noise pollution. Right? This is all about the what? This is all about the preventive measures of the noise pollution. We can name other things to prevent the noise pollution. We can name other sources of the noise pollution as well as we can state how the noise pollution is occurring. There are many examples are there. So up to this point, your chapter is completed. The third chapter of the physics section is completed. Right? I hope this everything about the sound, about how the sound produced, about how we are going to hear, about the sound wave, about amplitude, frequency, wavelength. Everything is clear up to this point. I hope everything is clear. In the next class, we are going to study about the exercise questions which is Up to that point, take care, stay well, stay home, revise.